Studio Ghibli has once again captured my heart. This weekend, I watched my fifth film, Porco Rosso, and absolutely enjoyed it. Porco Rosso is about a World War I Italian pilot turned bounty hunter. He now hunts pirates in the Adriatic Sea. Porco is mysteriously cursed and is turned into a pig. An American pilot, Curtis, is hired by the pirates to take Porco down. Porco, who is the best pilot in the Adriatic, must use his wits and charm to survive. Now, this movie really caught me off guard. I didn't have much expectations going into it, but after watching it, I think it's probably my second favorite Studio Ghibli film. What I really enjoyed was the characters. Although they did kind of have these typical archetypes such as the loud American and the young adventurous child, as well as the damsel in distress, I feel like the way they went about it still felt unique and different. There was some sort of aspect in each of these tropes that made it stand out from other typical movies that play out these tropes and fail. I feel like each of these tropes had something particular they added to the movie and made it extremely interesting. Another thing that I really liked was the story. There was two dynamics. There was a really simple aspect of it in which that it was easy to follow along. I mean, it wasn't that complicated. We have a human that turned into a pig and is a pilot fighter. Pretty simple. But I feel like what made it complex is that it wasn't just good versus evil. There were two tangent storylines going along. I mean, we were rooting for Porco Rosso the entire time, but the American pilot Curtis was also not necessarily the bad guy in the story. He had his own baggage that he had to unpack and his own hopes and dreams that we were able to explore. I feel like this dynamic made it intoxicatingly interesting and engaging of a movie. I was never bored, never looking at my phone, but always wanted to learn more and explore more about this world. In fact, my only critique is that I felt the movie was too short. In 1 hour and 33-minute runtime, it's a lot shorter compared to its other Studio Ghibli counterparts that are usually 2 hours or so. As usual, the art style in this movie was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the painted visuals that Studio Ghibli really has as its MO really makes you fall in love with any film they put in front of you. It reminds me of the French studio Fortiche that League of Legends partnered with to make their hit TV series Arcane. You can tell that there was so much effort and time put into every single scene, and just the way that they animate it, where usually only the main focal point is moving and the rest of it is a painted visual, was really attractive to me. I feel like overall, this was just a pleasant movie experience. In fact, I was left wanting more from the movie, which is why one of my problems was the shorter runtime. On the grand scheme of things, I would definitely encourage my friends to watch this movie because I just really had fun watching it and learning more about Porco and why he is how he is, and seeing the energetic child that he's working with and how it kind of goes hand in hand. I feel like I did see myself a little bit in the energetic youngster that was in the movie. As far as what was bad or what I would do differently, I would definitely want to extend the movie, although that is kind of a personal critique since they did do such a fantastic job in the 1 hour and a half that they made it in, and extending it definitely could have decreased the quality, so that is just a personal Ayande gripe. I do feel that at times the movie wasn't as relatable for me since it is centered around war and trauma and PTSD, which I'm very fortunate not to have, but I feel like if I did have one of those things, it would have made the movie a deeper story for me. For me, it was definitely a lot more of a surface level movie that I just enjoyed watching, but I'm sure there are so many undertones that I miss because I have not had these experiences before. On the verse meter, I'm giving it an 84%. That is an 8 out of 10 for story, an 8 out of 10 for characters and acting, a 9 out of 10 for the cinematography, an 8 out of 10 for the soundtrack, and a 9 out of 10 for rewatchability. As I mentioned, I would definitely encourage my friends to watch this movie just as I'm doing with you guys. As far as my next steps, I hope to watch Castle in the Sky. That is one of Studio Ghibli's first films, as well as Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. I actually already started that one and just need to watch about an hour or more of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you next time.